So the blood is what opens doors. Like you could look at the chakra system as doors, or the endocrine system, which is basically the chakra system. So you need to breathe to bring blood to the brain, to the whole system. So the energy flows through the whole system. But the blood, you bring it up. It's like look at it like an elevator. Bring it upwards. So you can live from the prefrontal lobe. You have to breathe to fuel new dreams. Or to see the dream fully, actually, the dream that you really are having, instead of seeing the nightmare, so that you can gain more perspective. And the only way to do that is to take the elevator to a different floor, basically live from a different place within you. So you have to ask, like, where is your blood? Which door, and whose dreams am I fueling with my blood? So you have to know the ether is the gas, the dark matter, what we're breathing. Like Arnold Ehret said, he said, like, the body's like an air gas engine. Well, I'm going to take it a step further and say that it's like an air dream engine that you breathe to see your full dream. And the body, which is basically the dense version of the dream, gets dragged by the less dense version. So the body gets dragged by the mind, or however you want to look at it. The unconscious follows. And that's done through basically, when you catch up on your breathing, you're mentally meditating, mentally getting back into the now, into the zero mode, and controlling the reality. So you're meditating to get back to zero mentally, and then the body follows, and then you end up just cleaning or, working out, whatever that gets you in the now with your body. That's physical meditation. That's physical trance. That's physically finding the void to where you're in such a rhythm that time flows differently. And that's how the body is a time machine. So that's how you change the perspective, by changing. You have to realize that air is the base of your diet. It's what you're constantly using to, when you get tired, if you run a lap, if you get tired, it's your body grabs for the air first, and then everything else follows. Then if you're dehydrated, then the water. But again, moisture is just dense sky. So, there's no separation from the above and the below. The ocean is basically ocean is a dense sky, or the sky is a less dense ocean, however you want to look at it. But we're breathing that in, and that's the main diet. So when the blood is in the muscles, though, that opens the door. If you're working out constantly, and then you breathe differently, and then you go into the physical meditation of working out, and you change where you live from, with the blood being somewhere else in your body, being in your muscles, it brings the air there, and that opens doors for you physically. People look at you differently, but they don't see you the same because the swelling. Because if you're constantly compensating and working out to keep the pressure to where you can perpetuate the same experience over and over again, to reach a point when a demon with or without you, like whether it's somebody else saying you have to do this by this certain date, and you're stressing your life out for that certain carnal date, then that's the compensation game that keeps you in that vehicle, instead of living by faith and knowing that treating your body, or the thing that you have to live from first, as the top priority, everything else follows. So it's all about your base. How is your pyramid structured? Air should be the base. That's how you change the perspective. That's the initial change. ROYALT 512 for consultations. So that's ROYALT 512 at yahoo.com. You can get the PDFs, all 30 of them, for $100. And then they're in ebook format and paper book format on Amazon if you search Our Bud Vegan.